If you've ever found yourself saying, "What happened to my sweet kid?" or "Why do they make the worst decisions?" you're not alone. Teens can go from confident to clueless, kind to cranky, all within a day, sometimes minutes. But here's the thing, it's not about the bad behavior, it's about the brain development. Today, we're going to unpack actually going on what is going on in your teen's brain so you can understand with more calm and confidence. The brain is under construction, especially in the areas that control their emotions and their decision making. This is a key factor when you're raising your teenagers and your high schoolers. Get inside and learn what your teenager is thinking, and you need to know as a parent. The part of the brain that handles logic and long term thinking, the prefrontal cortex, won't fully mature until around the age of 25. Meanwhile, the emotional center, the amygdala, is doing all the firing off of the cylinders. So when your teen slams their door and you ask about homework, it's not that they hate you. It's not that their emotional brain is louder than their rational brain. That's what's happening in the moment. Their emotional brain is just much louder than their brain that controls the rational part of it. It's not a personal hit, but it definitely feels like one. Imagine this. Your teen's brain is like a car. The engine is the emotions. It's powerful, but the brakes, which is the impulse control, are still developing. Sometimes they speed before they're thinking and where they're headed, and they don't know how to stop it. That's exactly what's going on inside your teenager's brain. When emotions run high, you need to pause before you react. Give both space to cool down. This is something I say in all of my videos, in all of my playlists. I actually created a free downloadable workbook for a parent to work on themselves. If you can't get this under control, you cannot begin to parent your teen. You have to get this under control and keep your calm before you could show up and be there for your teenager. If you equal their reaction, it's not going to get you anywhere but a blow up and a fight. So this is something that you need to take the time and reset and work on yourself. Pause before you react. Build a connection over correction. That's my digital workbook. You can find the link in the bio for a free downloadable. It's quite a few pages. It gives real life examples, and it lets you practice this so that you could work on this with your teenagers. For example, there's a blow up. You don't want to react to them. You say, "I see we're both upset. Let's talk when we both had a breather." That teaches regulation, not reactivity. One parent I coached told me that their 16-year-old son always snapped, "Leave me alone," after school. It turns out he wasn't being rude. He was exhausted from holding it together all day at school. Once he gave him 20 minutes at home, once they allowed a little bit of quiet time, downtime after school, before you knew it, the whole conversation changed. The whole tone changed. That little bit stopped the arguments, 20 minutes alone time, reset, and a whole different connection was built. Look at the need underneath the behavior. Often it's about autonomy, belonging, or competence. Ask yourself, what might my teen be trying to tell me? Even if it's coming out in the wrong way, that's something as a parent you need to figure out. The first thing you could do is figure out the difference between disrespect and development. Not every eye roll or attitude means bad parenting. It means growing up. Your teenager, your middle schooler is just finding their way and growing up. Here's a quick way to tell. Disrespect is intentional. Words are meant to hurt you or demean you. Developmental is clumsy. Emotional outbursts, forgetfulness, testing the limits, Those are much different than intentional and mean words being said to you. Responding calmly, it helps your teen learn emotional control by modeling it. Regulation is so important. I keep talking about this in my past videos. You could check them out, the different playlists. But really, the key is finding your emotional regulation so that you can keep the calm and avoid all the blowups in your house. A mom I work with told me about her daughter. I love you too much to yell back. Let's take 5 minutes and try again. Within weeks, her daughter started using that same phrase with the younger brother. That's emotional modeling in action. I was so proud of her. I told her, "You're doing an amazing job." And her daughter learned that from her, not by her telling her, but by showing it. You can't control the brain wiring, but you can control your response. So remember, your teen is not broken. They're becoming who they are. They are developing into the young person and young adult they are becoming. When you understand the brain science, it's easier to stay grounded and respond with empathy and not anger. Stick around for episode 2, where we'll talk about how to actually talk so your teen listens and how listening will help them to open up and to grow, building a stronger connection.